Welcome, everybody, to the Ways of the Force. I am your host, Jake the Wookiee, and we're doing this from my living room again this week, trying out new things. Got a little more room, a little more spacious. Alongside me this week, got Kyle No Daddy Issues Ren, and Logi-Wan Kenobi. And this is the show all about Star Wars. There's a lot of kind of episode 8 rumors floating around this week. Just mainly news about that. Nothing about Rogue One again. So we're back in the Rogue One nothingness after the trailer. So
Rogue One abyss.
Yeah. But we'll start the show off kind of. This broke like over the last weekend, but we had already recorded the show. But J.J. Abrams was in an interview with like Chris Rock randomly. Chris Rock was interviewing J.J. Abrams, which is weird. But J.J. Abrams had this to say about Reys Parents. He said, Reys Parents are not in Episode 7, so I can't possibly say in this moment who they are, but I will say it is something that Rey thinks about too. And then maybe 2 days later...
After the internet exploded.
After the internet exploded, pretty much, yeah. Entertainment Weekly had him quoting, what I meant was that she doesn't discover them in Episode 7. Not that they may not already be in her world. And so that basically means there's still the possibility that she's a Skywalker-ish, maybe? Who knows? I don't know what I'm saying. Kyle, what is your take on these comments?
I don't know. I didn't dig very deep into it. I don't know what the context was out of the whole interview. If it was just a slip of the tongue, and he actually meant.
Yeah, maybe he had a drink in it.
I'm still convinced it's somebody we know.
Yeah.
I don't want to start playing does he mean not in Episode 7, or she didn't see him in Episode 7, or... I don't know.
What do you think, Logan?
Well, at first, when I read the first comment, I was like, holy crap! It's not in Episode 7, it can't be Luke. But then I was like, wait a second, this is J.J. Abrams we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He could have forgot that Luke was in it.
He could be, stringing us along, just playing with us all, or he could be just a slip,
Mm-hmm.
You go for however long it was before The Force Awakens came out, you couldn't say anything, and he was on his guard, and then finally the movie comes out, and it's you can talk about everything, and I don't know.
Almost.
He had an interview with Chris Rock, I bet he didn't think he'd have to have his guard up, and
yeah, who knows? He's this was on this movie.
I kind of believe him when he said what he meant was Reys Parents wasn't really it wasn't a topic of discussion. It wasn't really a subject that was a big part of Episode 7, which it wasn't really. Mm-hmm. Although her family kind of was. She mentioned her family a lot.
I think missing them was a big topic.
But not who they are exactly.
And Maz Kanata even says, your parents aren't coming back for you, but there is someone who will, and then basically implying that Luke is there for you because your parents aren't there. Maz Kanata pretty much says that.
Well, technically, Maz didn't say that part. Rey assumed Luke.
Yeah, she's like, Luke? That's right.
Well, and it's, it could even still, with what she said, be Luke. He's not coming back for her.
Yeah.
He's not going to go to Jakku for her.
She basically has to seek him out.
I don't think that's true. I don't want Luke to have left her on this planet.
Yeah.
Been chilling on an island by himself. To me, that doesn't fit with the Luke that I know and who's driven by the people he loves and cares about. And those always kind of, I don't know, force his choices and things like that. So.
Yeah. I don't think she is Luke's daughter. Just because I don't think Luke would do that.
Yeah,
we don't know what the reason could have been. I don't know. It's still a possibility, but it's not at the top of my
So you're thinking list. Kenobi, or do you have others that you think
I don't know. It changes.
Yeah, I know.
Depending on how I feel this week.
Yeah, to me, it's always my first thinking was like she has to be related to somebody we know because that's just Star Wars. That's the way Star Wars has always been.
Right.
It's someone's always related to someone, and there's always connections. And but the more I've thought about it as time's gone on, the more I don't want there to be so many connections. Stop trying to make the world smaller. Let's expand it. And it doesn't have to just be all the powerful Jedi or in the Skywalker family. Like it can be anybody.
Yeah. So I do think that she was trained with Luke and the rest of the new Jedi.
I think so too.
But I don't think she's anybody.
And that she was left on Jakku in connection to what happened.
Like she was.
You think Rey was trained with Luke?
I think she was a little kid, and then basically, I think she was able to escape. Whether that be Kylo Ren could not kill her, or
she would have had to been like a toddler to not remember that the Force existed if she trained with
Let's
Luke.
say
Or her
wiped
mind
her
could have
memory
been
or
why,
something.
yeah.
What if
seems like a pretty... Yeah, it would have to be Kylo.
Yeah, he can wipe her mind.
But then, then there's the question, if Kylo's the one who spared her, why?
And then what he does... he's confused that she's strong in the Force.
Yeah, he is confused.
Maybe Snoke.
But then
I don't know.
But then even throughout the movie, he's always like, "What girl?"
Yeah,
like
he
implies like
freaked out
he
at that
knows
part.
like some girl or something.
That's
So
what I think. Maybe Snoke. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he knows. I think he knows who she is somehow. I don't. Yeah.
No speculation this week.
Yeah, most of this episode this week, we're speculating heavy. And continuing on kind of with Rey's
with the biggest speculation.
theme of heritage,
Craziest
the biggest one, some crazy person on Reddit.
She's has to know the Force somehow, so she must be Anakin,
Yeah.
reincarnated.
Basically, some Redditor claims that they saw the script and basically gave bulleted point list of basically acts 1 and 2. Never said the ending. I won't go into detail about it because what if some of it is true? Some of it sounds plausible, but the main thing, just basically about who Rey's parents are, I don't know. Basically, she's the reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker.
That she had the same kind of birth as Anakin
I was
did.
going to say that she doesn't have parents. She has
She has
parent.
a mom.
A parent,
who
yeah.
Didn't they say like she was killed or something by Kyle? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. So basically, the idea of the chosen one is reincarnated every time.
It's like the Avatar.
Yeah, kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
To balance the Force.
Yeah, and then teeters on the dark and the light. So, chosen one will always bring balance back to the Force.
Either by going to the light or the dark, or
I guess, yeah, that's pretty much what it described it as. So how crazy do you think this theory is? Do you think people I bet people would be mad about this.
I don't know. I don't think it's all that far, but I think in the Star Wars, bringing reincarnation with all the already very religious Force Christianity relationships, I think that would just be pushing it over the edge.
Well, it takes a lot of like Eastern philosophy and mysticism, like from Buddhism, and they believe heavily in reincarnation. So I don't know if they delve deeper into Eastern stuff or they'll stay away, because a lot of people would probably be mad about that. They might be like, Star Wars is promoting ideas.
Yeah. Further, there's going to be a character that looks kind of like Donald Trump, and then they're going to chop his head off. By then he might be president, so that could be really, really controversial. No, I just don't. I don't think J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson would buy into a storyline like that. I don't know.
No,
To me, it just doesn't seem deep enough. Or
Yeah.
It just seems really weird, like really weird in not a good way. And like they said, people have said that this script is weird, but in a good way. And I think that's weird in a bad way.
Yeah.
See, and I think that pulls it back into the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Even deeper, which I think is the opposite of what they're going to do, at least in that terms. I think
'Cause
they're
then,
going
like-
to try to go off and make their own, still Star Wars.
Didn't they say there was gonna be like Hayden Christensen was gonna come and be a Force ghost and like have a conversation with Obi-Wan and Yoda as
Well,
Force
He
ghosts?
pretty much said hell no to that, didn't he?
I
sure
thought
hope
he
so.
was asked.
there
somebody
there was
asked him.
rumblings about him being seen around the set, whether that is to be like Darth Vader, because they actually proposed in the Art of the Force Awakens that Darth Vader / Anakin's Force ghost might appear, and then he'd basically change forms going in between Anakin and Darth Vader, since kind of on both sides, but they pretty much decided, this is gonna look weird.
Yeah, it's just-
I thought it was that Hayden Christensen didn't want anything to do with it because he pretty much got trashed on for
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I see us moving forward with this and not like moving forward, but tie. I mean, there's always gonna be tiebacks, but we're gonna tie back to the original trilogy before we're gonna tie back to the prequels.
The prequels,
stuff.
yeah. And then that kind of hovers around some of the weird stuff with the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I just
Kind of the more crazy out there, abstract spiritual sides of Star Wars that I don't think they'll do in the movies.
yeah,
so.
and I don't know how they would do it successfully.
They'd have to
I can't
explain
imagine.
it a lot, and then people would be like, "What?"
It would just you just sit in the theater like, really, like what?
cop out.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like to me.
I waited
Cop
two
out.
years
Seriously,
for
I would
this.
seriously be like this. Like you're wasting Rey like on this storyline. Like
Yeah.
really, that's how you explain.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just think it would ruin her.
Yeah.
I don't like Anakin as a character. I don't like Hayden Christensen and the way he portrayed Anakin. I even like the way that Anakin's portrayed in Clone Wars, the series, better than I like how Hayden Christensen portrayed him. And so having Rey be tied to him, I don't like that idea.
So, yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff in the Reddit stuff I won't go into, but I'll just go into one more thing. Basically, the
The title.
rumored title, "Echoes of the Dark Side." What do you think about that?
Much better than what were the previous?
Tale of the Jedi Temple.
Tales of the Jedi Temple.
Tales of the Hidden Jedi Temple within the
And-
Force users.
And there was something else about the dark side. I don't remember what it was. There was like another one we talked about on the show. I
I
forgot.
don't remember. It wasn't
Something
even
similar to Return and Revenge, but
I think
different.
so.
Right.
Rise of the Dark Side
There
or
we go.
something.
like
Yeah.
This is my favorite out of the three.
Echoes of the Dark
Echoes of
Side.
the Dark Side.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I
It's
think-
better.
I think it falls in line with Snoke pulling back Kylo to complete his training, and
Yeah, I like the idea of the word echo. Whether I like the word echo itself, but that there's like these things, these ideas that are coming back,
Mhm.
but they're not like full force coming back. They're just kind of in the back of our mind as like an echo. I like that idea.
So to me, it's saying more about because they already said there was no Sith.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it seems like to me, is that you're getting to see the rest of the ripples or echoes of what that has produced.
Just the dark side.
Different
the
side of the
next
dark side,
generation.
yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah,
Maybe.
I like it. Alright. I'd be okay if it was the title. Force Awakens, I didn't like it when they first announced that, but then
Oh,
it grew
really?
on me.
Until there has been an awakening.
Yeah, pretty much until I saw the trailer, then it made a lot more sense.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm done with that. But the
Yeah.
initial thing, I don't know.
I just like space bears, If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Space. Yeah, they should keep that. I agree.
No.
So,
Star Wars space bears.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's got to be the hardest part, honestly.
Oh, it would be really, really hard.
Think of a decent enough title. I bet they won't actually do it until they're done with principal photography. Then they basically have an idea of what the movie is.
Does it have to have the word "the" in it? They've all had the word "the." It's always like of the. I guess the Phantom
A
Menace.
New Hope, doesn't it?
That's
Yeah, that's true. A New Hope.
But
Could've
then
been
the-
New Hope.
But then the rest of
Yeah,
them
all
do.
the rest do.
gonna have that in it. So who knows?
Is it the? It's the Empire Strikes Back, or is
The
it
Empire Strikes Back, yeah.
We'll see.
Is it Return? Oh,
Return of the Jedi.
I guess the is in the middle, but is it the Return of the Jedi?
Just
Return
Return
of the Jedi.
Almost Revenge of the Jedi. All right, moving on to the next thing. I didn't think this was like too big of spoilers. We're just gonna talk about freaking costumes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you have a problem with that, then you can turn it off. But
Spoiler.
we're gonna talk about some spoilerific
Talking about
costumes.
clothing.
Woo! But the people over at MakingStarWars.net have said that they have seen the costumes that Luke and Rey will be wearing at some time during The Force Awakens. It may not be their costumes during all of filming, but they've seen a picture because they've got crazy people on the inside giving them info. So basically, Rey is going to be wearing something similar to what she wore at the end of The Force Awakens, just without the vest. So armbands, weird
Capri
tunic-looking
things.
thing. Pretty much, yeah.
Kind of looking. They said kind of looking like Luke a little bit, like with the lighter.
The New Hope,
and
outfit
Empire,
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's fine, but not too different for her, but basically Luke Skywalker.
Well, they said. They said her hair will be down,
That's right.
which I thought was.
Have we had a female with her hair down in Star
I
Wars?
don't think so.
No. They've always
Always
had
got
crazy.
crazy
She had that
buns and hairdos.
weird 3-bun going
Yeah.
on. I wasn't really a fan of.
Yeah, Princess Leia even let the Ewoks braid her hair, so.
Yeah.
There you go. Apparently they're really good at that with their small hands.
Yeah, little tiny hands.
Those space bears.
But Luke Skywalker's costume is going to look pretty different, though, compared to what he'll probably start off in. Traditional kind of light-colored Jedi robes. They described it as almost looking like Count Dooku's outfit. Like, so kind of just like a shirt and pants, but then he was going to have a cape.
Some sort of cape, yeah.
Like, draped over one shoulder, so kind of like a
Like
weird...
Phasma's, too.
Yeah, kind of like Phasma's cape, they described it. And then,
But like a cowl, too. It'll be like over the front.
so maybe they're going into town. She finally convinced him to leave wherever the hell he was. Octo.
Like, gotta get my cape.
Gotta get my cape.
Get the Sunday garb on.
If
So,
anyone sees me.
Yeah.
Gotta look good.
so Star Wars might be investing heavily in capes. You know, Rogue One, it's cape heavy.
You can sell them as costumes, can't you?
It's true.
And they're easy to make.
Yeah,
Kylo
capes.
had a cape. Phasma had a cape.
Yeah,
Luke kind of. I mean, it was more like a
it
cloak.
was more like his robe, but I feel like
Elven cloak.
they're going for cape heavy. The cape game
Snoke
is
had a
going to be
cape? I
strong.
guess we didn't really see. He was more
No.
just like in a robe.
He was in a robe thing.
In a bathrobe.
Yeah,
Sitting on the John. It's been an awakening.
he could have been pooping.
You have no idea. He looked really weird.
Yeah, it's true.
He had kind of a
Yeah.
Looks
weird,
even
weird
more
voice.
weird when they did the CGI rendering and the special features.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit,
Oh,
it is really messed up.
He's a messed up dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw today that they released some special feature that's an iTunes exclusive. So if you bought the movie on iTunes, they talk about Rey's costume in The Force Awakens. So it's all about the look of Rey. So
Yeah.
some weird iTunes exclusive. So
Well, at
They
least
hit
it
it.
wasn't my most
Any-
sought after special. But
so
Did God get the iTunes one?
no, you got the Target one.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
So I think they're just gonna slowly release little small things,
It'll
and
probably be on YouTube eventually.
people are just gonna be like, God damn it. So I not a big fan of how they did the Blu-ray this go around. So
They'll learn.
yeah, maybe.
No, probably not.
no, they'll keep making money.
That's true. We'll not learn.
No.
Yeah.
No one's gonna learn. We're all going to do it the same way.
Yep.
So yeah, anything else you add about their costumes for episode 8?
Well, they said that Luke's kind of reminded them of what he looked like in Return of the Jedi,
Yeah,
That's what I was hoping
which I thought
for.
was interesting.
darker clothes.
So, do you think that wardrobe will be? I mean, because I feel like in Return of the Jedi it was kind of a reflection of who he was
Uh-huh.
and how he was kind of. I mean, he was a good Jedi, but also doing darker stuff.
Yeah, Force
Like,
choking
he was kind of
Gamorrean guards.
like literally a balance of the Force in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that that'll be indicative in episode 8 of kind of where he is in terms of the Force, or
Possibly, yeah.
I think it will be. I don't know. Watch the Reys special feature on it, and
yeah.
I'm sure they'll tell you something about it.
I do think that, I mean, historically it feels like clothing has had meaning in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's never just been chosen randomly.
Yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, let's have Leia wear all white in New Hope just because it looks good.
Right.
Yeah.
And Luke the same thing.
Because, yeah, you can see Luke pretty much wearing fairly light outfit at the end of the movie, like Rey's hope of basically finding him at the end of the movie, and the hope for the Resistance, essentially. So, well, that or he's wearing that too long, so I had to get new clothes.
I was gonna say, if I was on that island for, I don't know, 20 years,
He
I'd
likes
probably
black
just be...
because it makes him look slender.
Makes him look slender, yeah. Maybe Mark Hamill had some input.
Thinning.
You guys need to make me look better.
I don't look like I did back in 1977. I need some thinning clothes.
Yeah, so... Alright. Moving on to kind of the final topic of the week. The British royalty, Prince William, who's also the Duke of Cambridge or whatever, and Prince Harry got to visit the episode 8 set. Lucky bastards. Because they got a whole video presentation, basically.
Meet all the cast and talk to them.
Met everyone.
Got chewy hugs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want a chewy hug.
I know.
Me too.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah. Because it was
am I remembering right? Wasn't in one of the special features of the Blu-ray they said something about how like Chewbacca's costume had gotten worn a little bit because of all the people on set giving him hugs?
Yeah, they did.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So, and Mark Hamill and Daisy Ridley basically showed them around Pinewood Studios a bit. They got to play with friggin' lightsabers. So basically, there was crossguard there, confirming that Kylo keeps his crossguard lightsaber.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because
Well, at least we don't know if he keeps it all the way through.
yeah, those could have been old.
Well, Pinewood Studios is where they filmed episode 7 too, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it could just be like there
Yeah.
from that, but I'm probably not.
So they also filmed Rogue One stuff there as well. So, and
Maybe
they
he's in Rogue One.
they got a set in A-wings.
Oh wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They showed A-wings, so we're gonna have A-wings in this movie, which is pretty exciting. It was kind of lame. We only got to see X-wings,
TIE fighters.
X-wings, TIE fighters. Where at Return of the Jedi,
Star Destroyers.
yeah, Return of the Jedi they had B-wings, Y-wings, A-wings, along with the X-wings. You just saw all different ships.
Well, it makes more sense. I was really confused why there are no bombers when they were going to Starkiller Base.
I know. You think
Well,
that
I was
would
like,
have
where
been
the hell are the Y-wings?
That's a good point.
We're
going to
doing
bomb
any
this
damage.
giant base,
We
but we're-
brought the wrong ship.
Yeah,
I played Battlefront, alright? I know what you need to take down ships.
Yeah, they brought dogfighting ships,
Those X-Wings,
basically.
those X-Wings don't do it.
But yeah, I love A-wings. They're sweet little tiny ships. And they changed them up a little bit, like very slightly. There were like posts of how people compared them to the old original trilogy. Basically different colored fins and stuff. Otherwise, they pretty much look exactly the same.
At one point too in the video, there was a different looking lightsaber. Did you see that?
Yeah,
it
in
was
the
like black
background.
and red, and
Mm-hmm. So maybe you get to see a new lightsaber.
maybe
Of course they will. They'll get to sell a new lightsaber.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro
Who knows? Yeah.
being a Sith Lord.
Or maybe we get to see Snoke's
Or
lightsaber.
Kylo makes it, or Snoke. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
Kylo
that's
get-
true.
Snoke's like, you need to fix your lightsaber. This thing is
Can't even
working.
believe that Snoke can move, let alone wield a lightsaber.
I still don't know
I feel like he would.
what he is, like how
Yeah.
big he is.
Is he a human?
I don't know.
He's
Super
humanoid.
deformed. Yeah, he's deformed. That's all we know. They can't quite pinpoint.
Did you
alien
read? Did you read
species.
the theory that in the Rogue One trailer, you know how there's the cloaked figure who
Yeah.
looks to be kneeling in front of a Bacta tank? people's theory that that's the cloaked figure is the Emperor and Snoke is in the bacta tank.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And it's Plagueis and like his.
They're basically revived.
Like yeah,
spent the original trilogy reviving.
They're
them.
gonna do that in Rogue One.
So then
their first spin-off, they're gonna have this huge connection
Tie
to.
back into the
No,
Force
it's not gonna happen.
No, I don't think so either.
It would be ridiculous. I would walk out.
Yeah.
No,
and then
wouldn't.
come back in real fast.
You might stand up and sit back
Boo! Alright, I'm good.
Ooh, explosion.
Oh, wait, this is Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if they showed anything else. Pretty much just palling around with everyone.
The thing with Rey's face?
Yeah, that was weird.
Sweet. It was so cool.
They had basically what her stunt double wears. It's like an exact casting of her face. It looks
It
weird.
looks exactly like her.
So what creepy, nerdy bastard is going to buy that in an auction?
Oh, that
Keep that in his shrine at home.
Here, honey, wear this tonight.
Yeah. Or he
it's just this is in one face.
or he
I
might
thought it
put it
was-
on.
Oh, It puts the lotion on.
Yeah, exactly. So this lamb shit going on.
Oh man, I thought that was crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that just goes to show you like the cool mix between practical and CGI. And
then apparently Rian Johnson showed them something, so he might have showed them some actual footage as well.
I didn't read that part.
Well, you know, they're British royalty. They're there in London, so you gotta show them something.
Why? They don't do anything. They're like glorified celebrities.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But whatever gets you to see Star Wars, I guess. More power to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why? As if you had a choice. Why wasn't I born a prince?
Yeah, we should just fly out to Pinewood Studios, and then we'll just be like, we are royalty, and then we'll make our country.
We'll make a mask like they did of Rey.
I'll just introduce you. Presenting the Prince of La Canada. Did you say Canada? No. It's an island off the coast of Canada.
But apparently
I don't think that would work.
It's crazy.
No. We could make a movie out of it, though. And it'd be pretty good.
The security there is crazy, though. They put stuff on smartphones, like something over the camera. So then...
I'm surprised they don't just
confiscate it. Yeah.
Seems easier.
Until it changes colors.
It changes colors or something if you remove it off of your camera. So
as you leave, they'll know.
So then they'd be like, okay, give me that.
You gotta see what's on there.
Unless, what if you were in there and you quickly emailed it to yourself or something? So then they might, file a lawsuit against you or something. But
they might destroy you and your family.
Yeah, you may never get to see Star Wars.
It doesn't matter if you're
children's.
So
Sarlacc pit for you.
You thought it was CGI. We made that.
Disney made that shit.
Yeah, that was about it for Star Wars news this week. Anything else you have to add?
I thought there was an interview with Oscar Isaac that I thought was interesting. He mentioned that because they asked him about Rian Johnson and what it's like to shoot Episode 8. And he mentioned that it has kind of an independent film feeling to it. So I don't know, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Because Oscar Isaac's been in tons of independent films.
Yeah. I don't know really what that actually means in terms of an actor feeling that way about a film, but
I think basically he just means there's a lot of depth to the story. So with the other scenes and acting, it feels like he's really acting, not on some really
Avengers.
Yeah, it's not the freaking Avengers where you're basically making a toy commercial.
That was my thinking. Because in an independent movie, you're not going to have the budget for all the effects. So this story in the movie really hinges on actors interacting with actors and interacting with sets and So even though this movie does have a big budget, it's like you said, really focused on the stories and the actors and getting into character, and I think that's awesome. Star Wars was an independent film before it got big, and so if you can combine the good parts of an independent film with regards to story and acting with money, that sounds awesome to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like potential.
So I thought that was a cool story.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting so far with all the Episode 8 stuff. They have never showed Adam Driver yet, so I don't know.
That's true.
If like he is probably because they have to put makeup on him and stuff, so they don't want to, I guess,
messed up, man.
reveal anything since he got his face all jacked up. So that or he hasn't filmed all of the scenes yet.
We got a new mask or
He's
something.
just a crazy dude.
Yeah, he's like, yeah,
I guess
okay,
he's been kind of on the, for the new film that he's in.
Yeah, he's kind of promoting that for a while. So
maybe that's why.
Yeah. Because I think mostly they've been filming a lot of Luke and Rey's scenes. They even recreated the island in Ireland. They recreated a lot of that on set since they could only go to that island
For a limited time.
Because there were like all these ancient huts on there since it was like basically it was an old monastery was what the island was. So they completely reconstructed all of that on set, basically.
That's nuts.
So
That was a step layer on Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah. Oh, and then the only other story was the billboard that was erected by, I can't remember the name of the group, but the group that wants to bring back the extended universe. They raised like $5,000 to put this billboard up that says, please bring back the extended universe.
Yeah. Just terrible idea.
Yeah, just let it go.
So I never read any of them, but what I hear, they just don't sound like that great stories.
Yeah, some of the things like Chewie dies in some crazy way, and
he was hit by
Luke is
something.
cloned.
Yeah, Luke is cloned. The Emperor is cloned, and there's all these clones.
And it's just weird crap. And then there would be two timelines. It's already. I mean, Star Wars can already be confusing with just the one timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think people are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they're so passionate about it, then write your own fan fiction.
I was going to say, just accept it as what it is.
Yeah.
To you, that can be canon. That doesn't really matter.
Hold on to the books that you have and reread them.
Just wait. I mean, just wait until, if there are aspects of the extended universe that are really good, wait until Disney integrates them into new stuff.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They're not gonna let like Revan is going to make an appearance sometime. Like Bane is going to be like fleshed out more. Those things are good ideas, and they would be crazy not to use them.
Yeah. Some fans are crazy. That's why
people just like to be up in arms about something.
Yeah. It's
like Star Wars is so mainstream these days. Like, it's been mainstream ever since Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
Like, so just get off your high horse.
That's why a lot of people say Star Wars fans are the best fans in the world, and then they're also the worst fans in the world because there's idiots out there.
Very difficult to please.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. All right. I think that'll do it for the Ways of the Force this week, and make sure to check out our other show, the Movie Stuff Show. We'll be recording an episode of that. You can find them together on the channel. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit like, ask us questions. You can follow us on Twitter. We have a Facebook page and all that stuff. I'm Jake the Wookiee.
Kyle No Daddy Issues Ren.
And Logi-Wan Kenobi.
And may the Force be with you all.